Media Group.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Lacey G.
Amy, sadly, is not here with us today. Where is she?
Where could she be?
She's on a cruise.
She's on a cruise.
But let it
that's
be
right.
clear, she's not on that one cruise where people are getting sick.
Correct. She is not,
She's
on,
not
that
on that cruise.
But she is on a cruise, and we hope she has a great time. We hope she bought the Wi-Fi package and the unlimited drink package. So we will miss her on this episode. But we have a tiny little substitute for Amy. Please welcome Ellie. This is my wonderful 7-year-old daughter. Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
How are you today?
Hi, Ellie.
Good.
Good. I'm going to turn that microphone up a little bit more. Ellie, do you love Taylor Swift as much as we do?
Ellie, do you know the name of this podcast? Because we were talking to you earlier and you didn't know the name of your dad's other podcast. Do you know the name of this one?
No.
No? It's okay. 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Do you know what we talk about here?
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a favorite Taylor Swift song?
No.
No, I get it.
No?
I get
You don't?
it.
There's
because
too many
there's
to choose
too
from.
many to pick from.
What
No,
would you...
there's not.
What?
You think she should release more? No.
She was really excited about talking on the podcast today, guys.
I know.
She really wanted to talk.
I know. We were yapping away right before we started recording, but then, once you hit record, it gets a little, you got a microphone shy.
So, Ellie, what are a few of your favorite Taylor Swift songs?
Reputation?
Okay, you like that
Excellent.
whole album? It's really
Good
good.
one.
That's a really good one. That's a core fan right there.
Wish list?
Yeah,
Wishlist
really
is good.
And I know you like Fearless and Enchanted. Oh, not anymore?
No.
Love Story? No,
Because they
not
kind of go,
anymore?
they go in rotation. She's in her Reputation era.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so
Very
I
true.
get that.
So, Ellie, you're about to finish first grade. Are you excited to wrap things up this year?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you going to do this summer?
Go to Colorado?
We are going to do a
Ooh.
Colorado trip. Ellie's doing a whole lot of summer camps. Every week is something different.
Yeah, like what?
Well, we've got different camps. She's going to do Sweet and Sassy Camp.
Sweet and Sass Camp.
Mm-hmm.
And the theme is era?
Era.
Yeah, it's like a haircut and like makeup place for kiddos.
Oh, cute.
And so it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one of the days is
Decorate a
Eras.
microphone.
Oh, that's fun.
A real life microphone.
That's really cool. With like jewels and stuff.
I don't know.
She's like, I haven't done it yet.
Very bejeweled.
That's so fun.
But yeah, so it is the weekend. So Ellie had nothing to do today, so she wanted to come with me to record.
I'm so
Today.
glad. I'm
Yeah.
so happy to see you, Allie.
Have a little audience.
We're always happy to have you. What do you want to be whenever you grow up? Do you know yet?
A teacher?
A teacher? Oh, that's
That's
really
great.
great. That's awesome.
Ellie, do you have a favorite teacher?
My teacher?
Yeah, do you have a favorite one? You've had a few teachers in school. Do you have a favorite one?
Miss Robertson.
Miss Robertson, she's really sweet, isn't she? Yeah,
But
that's her
she's
teacher this year.
naggy.
She's naggy?
She's just doing her job.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track of 25, 30 first graders. It's tough.
Yeah.
What? She's old.
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? The older you get, it's
She's
harder
a
and harder.
grandma.
She is a grandma, but she's really good.
I bet she's a great teacher.
Well, Ellie, thank you so much for joining us. Would you like to run along to the other room?
No.
Well, it's about time for that. So why don't you run along to the other room?
You didn't ask me questions.
We've been asking a lot. What question would you like us to ask?
I don't know.
What's your favorite color? Pink?
Pink, purple,
Purple?
green.
Yellow?
Okay, you're gonna
Orange?
Sky blue.
Sky blue.
blue.
That's a good one. Just like your father, 1989.
That's right. Ellie, do you have a favorite candy?
Ice cream.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great
That's a
candy.
really good
That's
choice.
a really good candy.
What flavor ice cream? I like odd choices, like banana pudding. If there's banana flavor or lemon flavor, I'm going to go for it.
That's really good. I'm a classic, like, just vanilla with chocolate syrup. Strawberry?
Blue coconut.
Blue
Oh,
coconut.
Okay, that sounds
All
good
right.
too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have to try that next time I go to the ice cream shop.
Well, Ellie, thank you for joining us. it's time to run along.
No.
Yeah, it's time to run along, and we're going to get to chatting, and you can watch your iPad.
Yay!
I promise I'm not that big of an iPad parent. I try not to, but sometimes you need it.
It's okay. I was
Yes.
watching Netflix before I came here today, so I totally get it.
But usually lets us watch a show literally every second.
Oh, yeah. Let
know about
the
that
people
much.
know.
All right, bye, Ellie. I love you.
Bye, Ellie. Talk to you later.
Thank you, sweetie.
She's so cute.
Thank you for entertaining a 7-year-old briefly.
Of course.
Juliana, could you tighten up some of those responses, please? Thank you so much.
She's so precious. Your kids look just like you. It's crazy.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. She definitely looks like her mother, and I have a son that I think people say looks a lot like me.
Definitely.
So
The Addams genes run strong.
yeah. So today on the 13 A Taylor Swift Fan podcast, we got to talk about Taylor Swift because she has been out and about so much. It feels like every day there's a new pap walk, a new outfit, and we got to talk about what is she up to? Because
Yeah.
it seems like, I don't know, it seems like there's a theme in what she's wearing. Right?
Well-
Does anyone else get that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And it's important that Taylor Swift is being seen out and about because we know our girl can stay hidden if she wants to.
Right.
So this is very intentional. We don't see Taylor Swift for long stretches of time on purpose. And now we intentionally see her out and about. So what kind of message is she trying to send?
Well, and she's just like, I mean, I know that I absolutely adore and love this woman with my whole heart, but she's glowing. Like, she just looks so amazing. I saved a photo to my camera roll because I thought she just looked so good. I showed it to my husband, Ryan. I was like, look at this photo of Taylor Swift. This is a paparazzi photo. It could be on the cover of a magazine of like Vogue. She just looks so good. Like, her hair looks good. Her skin looks good. She looks just happy. And I mean, I've been obsessed with her street style lately. There's some outfits that to me are definitely like, okay, she's in her bridal era, you know, like she's wearing white. And
Yeah, I've been seeing just a lot of white. That's what I was thinking, like, oh, wow, there's just a lot of white going on.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also May, so it's like also just like a, you know, she's wearing also like springtime-esque like florals and such. But she's just been looking so good. But she's been out and about everywhere. She was in London, and then she's been out in New York recently. I know that she was in New York for Lena Dunham's birthday was something that she went out to one time. She was also at a wedding recently. I don't know whose wedding, but her and Travis attended a wedding. And yeah, I mean, do you guys have a favorite look as of the last recent few days?
I like all of it. It's so hard because she is so stylish. I don't know. I don't even want to pick because she looks so good in all of them. But I guess I'm going to say maybe the most recent, what she wore out and about for the wedding, which is a gold-looking dress.
That was really, really, really pretty.
And if you saw whenever they left the wedding, she leaves at the end of the night wearing Travis's coat because she was cold. And just how relatable is that?
I know.
You know, seeing her, she's so stunning, and she's still like, I'm cold. I need your jacket.
Let me borrow your jacket. Yes. I think from her recent looks, I can't decide between two because when her and Travis were out in London, she had this one outing where she wore this black lace dress.
It is
and
so
she
sexy.
paired it with like a long black leather coat, it looks like, a black bag, her red lip. She just looks so, sexy and chic simultaneously. But then there was an outing in New York where she was wearing a more like very sophisticated white blouse with a black belt and then like gray trousers. And she just walked, into the restaurant, wherever it was that she was going. And I was like, that is just a boss bitch, like a boss babe. Like, she knows what she's doing. Like, I saw those photos and I heard the song Father Figure. You know what I mean? I don't know what she was doing on that occasion, but it was just her. Travis wasn't with her for that one.
I'll say that my favorite outfit that she's worn recently in New York City, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like a long sleeve white, like mock turtleneck almost look.
Yes.
And it's a white skirt.
Yes.
It looks nice.
I love that one.
I don't know how else to describe it, but it looks really nice.
That's the
and
one
pretty.
that's the one that to me I thought was kind of like bridal-esque.
Yes,
it also
very
had,
bridal.
it also had a little bow on
Yeah,
it.
she's out and about with her friend. Her friend's name's Ashley, right?
Yes.
She's out and about with Ashley.
I love Ashley so much. I envy her.
The secrets Ashley knows.
That's like one of Taylor's longest and closest friends. I always like her TikToks when they come up on my feed.
And then she's also been in some florals lately. And the first time it was a black dress with florals. And
Yes.
then a couple days ago, now it's a beige dress with florals, which people are wondering and immediately tying it to debut.
I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it.
But people thought what really started this pap walk whenever we noticed that she is out and about intentionally getting seen was the Dorothy look that she wore with the blue dress and red heels. And then since then, the New York Times magazine came out. She's in black and white there, had a couple florals, and then really has just stayed in this black and white until she wore gold yesterday.
Mm-hmm. But it's still kind of like in the same palette,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
She looks absolutely stunning. And of course, we know she's out and about. There is a reason. There is a reason that she's getting seen. Is she just out enjoying life? or is she trying to tell us something? Because she said before that she will hint at stuff through her clothes, through her nail polish. She's changed up the aesthetic so much, just like she did during the Tortured Poets department whenever she started wearing a bunch of plaid and being in front of exit signs. People were noticing that. What are you trying to say? The Life of a Showgirl came out on National Plaid Day.
I love that so much.
So the internet is ablaze with a ton of theories. There's one called the silk theory. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Did you know that May is actually Mental Health Awareness Month? And I just think this is a good time and a great reminder to tell you about our friends at BetterHelp, because life is a complicated journey and some days you're not feeling good, and it's okay to not be okay, but it's also okay to seek therapy and talk out your problems with a licensed therapist at BetterHelp.
And you're so right, because I personally have a lot of anxiety, and I've noticed that my anxiety manifests in different ways from when I was younger than when I'm an adult. And so sometimes I have to do the day-by-day mentality. But talking to a therapist helped me figure out how to navigate that anxiety, how to identify when it's happening and how to take it on head on, and also how to communicate how I'm feeling with other people. And BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct, and they're fully licensed in the U.S. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. I personally had a situation sometimes when I had a therapist that I was talking to, and I just didn't feel like I could fully open up, but BetterHelp makes it very easy to switch therapists at any time. It feels kind of awkward, but I promise it's worth it.
You don't have to be on this journey alone. Find support and have someone with you in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Taylor Swift fan. That's betterhelp.com/Taylor Swift fan.
The internet is ablaze with a ton of theories. There's one called the silk theory that's been going around. Have y'all heard anything about this?
No,
I've
silk
not.
like the fabric silk?
Yes, because
Okay.
she's been wearing all silk. So CaseyTaylor.Swiftie explains the silk theory.
You remember when Taylor got her master's back and she gave us the letter and she wrote in it, "There will be a time if you're into the idea for the unreleased vault tracks for that album to hatch." Someone then said, "Insects hatch from cocoons. Silk comes from cocoons. The vault tracks hatch." Something I actually thought about on my own is, what if SILK is actually the abbreviation for the title of TS13? When we're talking about the life of a showgirl online, we don't actually type it out. We put TLOAS. So what if maybe it's just silk? A lot of people have been commenting on how National Silk Day is September 20th. As we know, Taylor dropped the life of a showgirl on October 3rd, aka Plaid Day. after wearing plaid for a very long time, but my only thing with that is I don't think she would do the same thing twice, and I think it might be a little too obvious. Including last night's outfit, we are now up to a total of 7 outfits. Somebody mentioned, what if we are counting up till 13, and then on the 13th, or maybe after the 13th, something were to happen? I also thought this was a really beautiful one as well. Somebody pointed out the lyrics from Daylight. I once believed love would be black and white, but it's golden. And what if hypothetically after 13 outings, he had something golden, very colorful, or maybe something even as crazy as just an Instagram post with her in a wedding dress, kind of like how she just randomly dropped an engagement photo one day and was like, here you go, we're getting married.
So, and that video was recorded before last night where she came out wearing a gold dress.
Yeah, I do like that, the black and white, and now it's golden. That's really good.
Well, and also if you're looking at a lot of what she's wearing, a lot of the accessories are gold. So maybe she's wearing something black, but the bracelet or the necklace is gold.
Yeah.
Or a gold watch.
I also do really like that idea of like maybe the abbreviation of the something title is silk. Like that would be really pretty. In my head, immediately I said, so in love, Kelce.
Okay. Yeah.
I doubt that's what she would go with, but always an option.
Well, I know I lose credibility all the time, and I'm just a big old clown, especially after the last time we came in and recorded, because that's whenever Taylor Swift had the countdown, mysterious countdown on her website that came up, went down, countdown ended, nothing happened.
Yeah, what was that about?
It looked like it was going to be a Toy Story clue or something, right? It had clouds in it.
Yeah, it was very, very, very much Toy Story. I'm curious because Disney, all of the streamers have all been having their upfronts recently, and Disney had theirs, and there was no news regarding Toy Story 5 and Taylor Swift or anything like that. So I don't know. Like, I'm wondering, some people have been saying maybe the countdown was accidentally posted a month early. So maybe sometime, in the next few weeks, we'll find out what it was actually supposed to be. It was so weird. And then I've seen other people, and I would be on the same boat had I not seen the countdown myself. But some people are like, did it actually happen? Or did like one person say that it happened and we all just ran with it? I saw it with my own eyes. So take that as you will. It's kind of like, oh, remember years and years ago, that dress, is it black and blue or is it white and gold? And for a long time, I'm still kind of convinced that the people that said it was black and blue were just saying that to like fuck with everybody that said it was white and gold, because it was white and gold. And so part of me thought about that too. It's like some people are just saying that they saw it even though they didn't, just to like mess with everybody. But I did see that countdown on her website. So I need to know what that was about at some point.
I'm pretty sure we have that dress at the studio.
I think
Have
we
you
do.
ever seen
we
that?
did.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah, it's like sitting back there, and it is blue and black, for sure.
I think you're right. But
Yeah.
in that photo, I swear it was white and gold.
I'm pretty sure. Do we even care to see it? I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it is.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
Still on the back of the door.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, here it is. No, really, this is the dress.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It's.
I love that it's
black and blue.
wrapped in plastic.
Black and blue.
That's white and gold.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that. It's showing up well on.
I am just saying that. But yeah, I mean, that is black and blue. Yeah. But it's like that was such a crazy phenomenon of like, what color is that dress? And for a long time, I really did think people were just saying one thing, knowing that they were wrong, just to mess with everyone else. And so that reminded, like, that's what I thought of with this whole countdown situation. But I saw somebody on Twitter had said that they're like, what if this was a lie and one person just said it and we all just kind of ran with it, but no, it didn't actually exist? And then somebody commented back being like, well, Anna from the 13 podcast said that she saw it, and I believe her. Said, yes, I would not lie to y'all.
Yeah, that's good street cred. If you're being mentioned in the comments.
Yes. It's true. I saw it with my own eyes. I took my own screenshot of it. So
That's funny. Well, here's the thing with the countdown and why I was so adamant that something was happening is because regardless of if that was an accidental countdown, which I still don't think that it was, we saw those clouds in the Opalite music video.
Right.
And Taylor Nation was pointing to the cloud reference that she made during the Time magazine whenever she gave that long interview.
You're so right.
I mean, the clouds have been clouding, including, let's go to the Bible, the Eras Tour book.
Oh,
If you look at the mic check, there is a microphone for wood and one for cloud.
yeah, that's crazy.
What cloud? Also, the start of the Eras Tour, they almost start with a cloud where I don't know what they're
those
called,
like
but
big
the parachute,
clamshell looking things.
Yeah.
They could be clouds.
They're very
And that's
cloudy.
very lover coded.
Yeah.
Because that's
ends,
what the era she started with.
and then ends in Midnights where she's climbing
Into
up
a cloud.
to the clouds.
That's right.
You're so right.
So what this countdown means, I don't know. But oddly enough, 5 clouds, 5 holes. Are we getting
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Are we getting a repeat of the Lover era where fans thought she was counting down to something and then she stopped the countdown, came back and released and did another countdown 6 months later? Or was that never the intent, was to announce an album? She was just trying to say, I'm done with the album.
She's just trying to clean the vibe, clean the aesthetic, palette cleanser.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because that was what happened with Lover. She just said it. She was like, I was just trying to fix the aesthetic,
Right.
I wonder if, because even though we did get the Eras Tour docuseries, I still feel like at some point in life, there will be something that shows like the Taylor's version, like Taylor re-recording all of her music. So maybe the clouds are part of the aesthetic for that in some sort of way, because that would have to be something that she has been working on this entire time. So something that she could have hinted at the Eras Tour, and something she could have hinted at in the aesthetics of that in the microphone, and things like that, because that would have been something that she started documenting 5 years ago.
I mean, I thought because of words that she used, I thought we were going to get an album called Dreamscape.
Right.
Which would be perfect with the cloud aesthetic.
Well, and she even said in her New York Times Magazine songwriting interview that, sometimes when she does have an idea for titles and words and she writes them down and she uses them years and years later. So maybe she does have an idea for something with clouds and dreamscapes and she's just not sure how she's going to use it, but she knows that she wants to at some point.
Also, while listening to Taylor Swift complete discography, Peace came on and mentions the word dreamscape in the song Peace.
Yeah. So yesterday I was cleaning my house, and a lot of times when I clean, I just put it on like music in the background, and sometimes I put it on the Eras Tour. But I was like, I kind of want to have a more chill vibe, so I put it on Folklore Long Pond sessions on Disney+. I ended up sitting down on my couch and watching the whole thing and cleaning after. But it was just so, beautiful, but also just so crazy how like the Long Pond sessions truly captured that moment in time. Like her talking about like being in quarantine and writing music and the pandemic and things like that. And even how she talked about Joe and some of it was just so, I don't know, it was fascinating to watch now all these years later. It was great. Highly recommend.
In my mind, seeing all the new outfits, the vibe and everything, I don't know if I'm convinced that it's going to be like a whole new album. Like maybe it is something that's related to debut or something like that. Just because she's in her wedding season. She's planning a wedding. She had just wrapped up a big tour. She just dropped an album not too long ago, not even a year ago. And so it's like, would she drop something else so soon, like during such a hectic, busy time?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe it is just a palate cleanser, and maybe it is just she wants to be out and about right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, maybe she's hinting at something.
I mean, who knows? But whenever she went to the VMAs in that red dress and she was wearing 12 rubies in her earrings, there were 12 of them. People said TS13's coming. What was Taylor Swift wearing yesterday? Opal earrings that had 13 opals in it. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Also, HJ Ulrich on TikTok shares what they think Taylor's black and white looks is really saying.
Okay, I think you're really onto something with Taylor Swift wearing so much black and white. Because it's not just black reputation, even though I still feel like it's going to have its moment. But the silvers and the creams and the muted colors, like honestly, it reminds me of TTPD. But we know TTPD is not having anything, right? So what else is black and white? It is the absence of color. Screaming color. And now that I'm thinking about it, I do feel like she tends to Easter egg new eras in her clothing more than she Easter egged like eras that she was like re-recording, if that makes sense. And it's kind of perfect for the black and white because people are assuming it's like her bridal era and like she's looking sleek and classy before her wedding, when really she's just muting everything right before she comes out of the woods. I mean, I know everyone was clowning for Toy Story with that one look where she looked like Dorothy, but like, I feel like that was her telling us, look, I'm on the yellow brick road. And the Wizard of Oz is all black and white until suddenly they're in color. And it all comes back to me because the Me music video literally shows her getting to Oz and the Emerald City. And that could be TS13, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. Thought. Yeah. I mean, anything is possible. So,
and not everybody just assumes this is going to be a new album.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what she's signaling? Is that what she's trying to hint at? She's given us red herrings before in the past, but I'm torn between Taylor Swift saying she does not egg her own life, that she is only egging music. So, but I also know she's just a normal girl at the end of the day who borrows her fiance's jacket because she's cold. So, I mean, is she just celebrating her bridal life? And that's it, because brides do wear a lot of white going up to the wedding. All the parties that they attend, they're always in white, of course. But then that's it, because I know, or I feel anyway, like she's out and about on purpose getting papped.
Right.
We know that she does this purposely because she can be away if she wants to be away.
I wonder if she's registered anywhere for her wedding. You know, like did
Barrel.
her and Travis go around with a little gun at Target, scanning things? What do you get her?
It is also just interesting because I saw somebody post online, I forget where, but just kind of pointing out that you can tell that the media is so upset that they don't know when that wedding is, you know, because for a long time they were like, oh, June 13th, it's a Friday, it's the 13th, blah, 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 and it's going to be in Rhode Island. And then as soon as the wedding planner that worked at that venue was like, no, they were like, oh, it's because it's July 4th. We know that. We know that for a fact. Like, they're just kind of really, really wanting to know. But the fact that the media doesn't know is kind of driving them nuts. And so I feel like her being so out and about and so seen in New York and paparazzi'd and looking good and giving bridal, like, I feel like some of it is also just kind of cheeky where it's like, yeah, I am planning the biggest day in my life and I'm out and about and y'all don't know the details. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe a girl just wants to look good and show it off.
Would it be crazy if it already happened? If they already got married and we just don't know?
Very possible.
But that'd be so hard. I mean, how many people are going to be at their wedding? 200 people?
Yeah.
If not more?
Yeah.
So let that not spill?
Well, and it's not that, like, I'm sure that the people that they would invite to attend can keep a secret for them, like, for sure. But it would be so easy for just, like, the catering person tells their friend who tells their wife who tells somebody who tells somebody. You know, like, it'd be so hard for it to have already happened and people not know about it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope that people don't know about it until after the fact.
And we found out one way that she's keeping things under wraps. They're calling people and personally inviting them to the wedding.
Oh,
that way
okay.
There's no sort of proof and you can't pass something on. So I don't know if that's true or not. That's something that I saw this week, but it makes sense because
I would believe it.
You're not just going to send out wedding invites that can get out.
And get lost in the mail. It's posted on someone's fridge and the housekeeper sees it. Yeah. That can get out quick.
Yeah, I would definitely believe that. And I mean, Taylor, like, we know that she really, really puts an emphasis on, like, handwritten notes and going above and beyond. Her personally calling people to invite them to her wedding does sound like something she would do.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just for keeping the details under wraps, but because it's just more personal.
I want to touch back on this silk theory, just because fans immediately made a connection that is everything that she's been wearing is all silk. What does that mean? Is it intentional? Why silk? It's not every day that someone's just wearing a bunch of silk. Well, Jess Dennison made some more connections with this silk theory. This is long, but it's incredible that Swifties think this way.
The first day that Taylor started wearing silk in this era was April 8th, when she wore the Sabrina maxi dress. And a lot of people have been talking about the fact that butterflies come from silk chrysalis. And I agree, but I think we need to go through the entire steps of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly to fully understand what she is up to right now. You start with a caterpillar who lives for about 10 to 12 days, fattening itself up, eating up everything you put in front of it, the shiny bug collection. That bug then wraps itself in silk for about 2 weeks while it forms into a butterfly. But some of these butterflies could take around 21 days, so at most, this could be up to about 5 weeks. 5 weeks from April 8th was May 13th, so we're getting closer. Now the butterfly is in its end stage to where it can start to break out. Most of the butterflies are named after something that has to do with like a monarchy. So you have your monarch butterfly, your admiral butterfly. We also got the crowd is your king edition, which means that she would be a queen, which would be a monarch. The average time that a monarch butterfly spends in its silk is 8 to 15 days. And the surrounding factors really plays a big role in how this butterfly comes out and how long it spends in that silk. If it's too cold, it spends longer. If it's too warm, it spends a shorter amount of time. But there's some species that can stay in that silk for a few weeks to several months, especially if the conditions are poor for it. The most interesting fact that I found is that a sign of death that the butterfly is not going to make it is if the chrysalis turns black instead of transparent or orange and it stays soft, it may not be viable. But if the chrysalis turns black, it may not live. There's been a lot of rumors about the life of a showgirl and the death of a showgirl. This looks like the death of a butterfly. Dare I say it? Debut is clearly on its way. We know this. We know it's fully recorded. We know that the vault tracks are done. We know that album is ready to be put out at any time. And it's a great way for Taylor to distract us from her personal life that everybody is so obsessed with. And the fact that it would not affect her Grammy run whatsoever if she dropped in the same Grammy cycle because she doesn't have enough new material on it for it to qualify for a Grammy. The Death of a Butterfly would be a crazy album name, though.
That'd be cool. And we know she likes butterflies. Remember, we were just talking about the era, or we were talking about the Lover era and the Me music video that has butterflies all in it.
And Butterfly for Debut as well.
Butterfly for Debut as well.
Yeah. I do agree that I think maybe I'm just so sold on, like she said, we know that Debut's already recorded. It's the 20-year anniversary. Like in my head, and I've been wrong about this before, but in my head, I feel like that's what would happen before her 13th album. But I said the same thing a couple years ago, and then Tortured Poets happened, so.
Exactly. I felt the same way that, okay, she's doing this Taylor's Version project. I would assume she would be done with all of that before she puts out new music.
Yeah, we thought that, and then we were very mistaken.
I'm going to say the same thing now. Like, I would assume she'd be like, okay, I got the masters back. I need to close the door on this Taylor's Version thing, get this out there, and then move on to something else. Mm-hmm. Who knows?
But she's always creative. She's always writing, so I don't know.
I just have a couple more that I want to share quickly. We were talking before we started recording. What are we going to do if Taylor doesn't announce something? if there's something not new? Because, we're going to be out of the Showgirl era before long. Well, maybe we could do this. We might have to break down Tortured Poets department again.
You know what? Why not?
Because it would take us a whole year.
We could just do it backwards.
Right.
Because Shira's version talks about the trilogy of Taylor's latest works, and we might have missed some things for the Tortured Poets department.
I think The Life of a Showgirl is a celebration of Taylor getting her masters back, and the Tortured Poets department was the story of all the heartbreak she went through losing her masters. I think Taylor Nation just confirmed that. Yesterday was the first Swift Day post of 2026, but the caption says, "This month marks 1 year since Taylor's greatest dreams came true, and her first 6 albums came home." Eldest Daughter specifically always jumped out at me as a song about her masters. And she has a lyric in there saying, "Every youngest child was raised up in the wild, but now you're home. Now the first 6 albums are home." We were just talking in the group chat about My Tears Ricochet. The majority of Swifties believe My Tears Ricochet is about her first 6 albums being stolen. And there's very clearly a lyrical reference to each of those 6 albums in the song. But I want to point out the lyric, "I can go anywhere I want, just not home." Home. Are we seeing the pattern? This TS11 to TS13 arc and all the work that's included in it is about her freedom, her getting her master's back, her reclaiming her work, and everything coming home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agree.
And before I play my final theory that I thought was just absolutely brilliant, I want to, trigger warning, I want to bring up Stephen Colbert.
Okay.
Who
Is he
remembers?
Oh, yes, go ahead.
The pizza.
Who remembers? Yes.
The pizza.
When Taylor Swift, gosh, what was that, 5 years ago now? Because it's
Yeah.
whenever we first started, Taylor Swift went on Stephen Colbert, had this, hey, Stephen story, Stephen King tied in, just gave all these random Easter eggs that were like, what is she talking about? This is like over the top. And then nothing really happened with it. It hasn't made sense yet. Well, Stephen Colbert is about to have his final show. His final show is going to be Thursday, the 21st, after 33 years. So people are just wondering, is Taylor Swift going to come on there and do something? Is she going to see him off? Is she going to answer the questions that we've had for years after that very unique interview with Stephen Colbert? I don't know. But Britt and Ray, this theory was so good, I had to share it in our own group chat. Britt and Ray shared a great theory about what Taylor Swift could possibly have planned.
Reasons that I think Taylor Swift could very well be gearing up to give us TS13. Miss Girl has been seen a lot recently. As we know, we've seen all the New York paparazzi shots, and first of all, she's looking amazing. Which leads me to number 2. There's obviously some sort of an aesthetic style era change, if you will. One thing that we know about Taylor Swift is that she does indeed like to Easter egg or foreshadow the next era in the current one. Well, in the last song of The Life of a Showgirl, which happens to be the 12th song of the 12th album and the title track, The Life of a Showgirl, she says, I'm married to the hustle and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe, and I'll never know another. And one thing that I noticed about this kind of like PR rollout of The Life of a Showgirl is how often in interviews she talked about how she's not going anywhere. That people ask her like, why don't you just like disappear for a while? And she's like, I don't want to. And I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe that was less of a warning that she's not going anywhere and to expect more from her, and more of a hint towards the next era. So what if the 13th album is going to be put out around the same time as her wedding? And a lot of people are suspecting that this is going to be a love album because duh, she's getting married. And what if it is a love album but more dedicated towards her career and being married to the hustle? With the theme kind of being like she's never going to choose to settle down over her career because she doesn't have to, she can do both. And what a better way to prove it than to put out her most anticipated album, her 13th album, about that very sentiment at the same time as she actually does settle down and get married. And with her new aesthetic being so timeless and elegant, perhaps that is the Easter egg in itself of what this era is going to be about. The fact that she herself is timeless. I'm immortal now, baby dolls.
Immortal. I love that.
It's also kind of beautiful because, I mean, 13 being her lucky number, being around the time where she found the love of her life, something that she has been singing about and writing about since day one, you know? So it's, I mean, I feel like that's just really, really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And what a way to stick it to everybody and stay on top of the success. She's told us she's not going to quit.
Right.
Now, she's going to make a big deal about something right before she goes off to enjoy her wedding.
Yeah.
And I also wonder, how are we going to see her wedding dress? I mean, and I say that I want them privacy, happiness. Like I don't want paparazzi pics, but Taylor Swift herself shared her engagement photos and news. So, I mean, I do kind of feel like that could just pop up on the feed one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could just pop up on the feed. I mean, these celebrities, they can make millions of dollars selling their wedding photos to a magazine for the exclusive, Vanity Fair gets the first photos. But I don't know if she's the person that would do that.
I think she would be more like Selena Gomez, where her and Benny Blanco, like everybody knew when their wedding was happening and they posted photos first before photos got out. And they were beautiful, beautiful photos. And it just gave them all the power because then even if a magazine puts it out, like they don't get as much credit because Selena put it out herself. And if Taylor wants people to see photos, I feel like it would be kind of like the engagement situation where her and Travis share them on their own accord. Or she could go the Zendaya route and just flat out say no one is ever going to see it.
Yeah.
You know, like Zendaya and Tom Holland are also a couple that people have been like, did they already get married? Are we ever going to see those photos? And Zendaya, her and her stylist have both said like no one is ever going to see her wedding dress. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. So I don't know. I think it's whatever Taylor and Travis decide to do at the end of the day.
I respect it either way, but we've seen her being the girly girl that
sure.
I feel like she would share it or want people to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking she would just share it on her own. Like
Herself.
Lacey said, like she did her engagement photos on her own social media.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
I was thinking recently about the photo because remember she captioned it something along the lines of like when your English teacher marries the gym teacher or something like that. And this past weekend on SNL, it was the season finale and Paul McCartney was the musical guest. And I was kind of wondering if Taylor and Travis would be there because they've been in New York. Taylor's really close with Paul McCartney, you know, whatever. And then there was a sketch that they did that was all about the theater teacher. And they were like casting like the school play or something. And in my head, I was like, oh, I wonder if like Travis is going to show up as like the gym teacher or something like in the sketch. And nothing ended up happening. Mm-hmm. But I was curious if maybe they went to the after party to celebrate with Paul McCartney just because they've been in New York. But it looks like they were at a wedding. So I don't think so. But yeah, I don't know.
And she's been wearing a lot of Stella McCartney.
Yeah.
So people did think that there was a good chance they were going to show up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this, but when Taylor went to Paul McCartney's show in New York City, it was like a month or so ago. Did we mention that at all? I mean, I just mentioned it because it seems like the best night ever.
Yeah.
Because there were so many celebrities that went.
Yeah.
And they were all in one section. And so there's several pictures where it's just a really wide shot. And you can go and there's 50 seats and it's all the most famous people you've ever seen. I just Googled a list who was there. Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, John Mayer, Olivia Rodrigo, Christina Aguilera. I think Katy Perry was there, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Stella McCartney was there. All these people were there. It's like, wow.
Dakota Johnson.
What a place to be. Like that has to be the best event of the year.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It was really cool to see Paul McCartney on SNL. I was like, this man is going to perform music for his entire life. Like
absolutely.
So cool. But yeah, I also thought maybe they would be there because Colin Jost was just a guest on New Heights also. Maybe they went to the after party and we just haven't seen pictures yet. Time of recording Sunday morning. So I don't know.
And I do have to love that there was a clip that went viral this past week or so when Colin Jost, like you said, was on New Heights. And Travis asked a question, something to the effect of like, how great is it not being the most famous person in the relationship? And Colin Jost was like, it is so great not to be the most famous person. And Travis was just giggling and agreeing the whole time. It was pretty funny.
That's
cute.
good. That's really funny. Also, just to circle back to that Taylor Nation post about this month being when all the albums came home.
Yeah, didn't they post like a carousel? It was like all the pictures of the albums. Or
it was
like
all
that.
the albums, but the very first one was the photo debut. When I tell y'all that my heart sank to my stomach, to the deepest pit, when I opened Instagram and saw that photo posted by Taylor Nation, I was like,
is it out? Is it happening?
And then I read the caption and I was like, oh my God. I commented on the photo, just jump scare. And there was a lot of our listeners that were in that comment section as well, which I really appreciate.
Oh, you know what? I just pulled it up and yes, and your comment has a lot of likes.
I know.
Congratulations.
Because everybody agreed that it was really scary.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Because I think we're all just like at the edge of our seats, not just with the hopes that we get debut Taylor's version, but I think also since it's the 20th anniversary, like, whatever. But yeah, that post really scared the shit out of me in like a really good way.
We're all on edge.
We're all on edge.
Well, and another theory is Taylor Swift owns all of her albums now. Could she do vinyl presses of the old albums? And
I would buy them.
Sell that. But then again, we just mentioned the Paul McCartney concert. And what was she wearing at the Paul McCartney concert? A lace-trimmed satin black dress that is silk.
Silk.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess we will see. Did you guys see also what Spotify did recently with like a Wrapped in a way?
Yes.
So it was the 20-year anniversary of Spotify. And so they put out a all-time Wrapped. Essentially, if you don't have Spotify, basically what they do at the end of every year, you can check your Spotify Wrapped, and it gives you all of the data from that year, like your most listened to song, your most listened to artist, XYZ. And so since this is the 20-year anniversary of Spotify, they put it out where it shows you like the dates that you created your Spotify account, the very first song that you ever listened to, your most streamed artist, and then they compile a playlist for you of your all-time songs. What were y'all's results? Did Taylor make y'all's list?
Well, I got to say, my most streamed artist was Taylor Swift, and it says I spent 35,000 hours and some change listening to Taylor Swift. So I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's going to be so many Swifties that beat me. And would you like to know my most listened to Taylor Swift song?
Yes.
It is Cruel Summer.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Cruel Summer with 155 listens. I thought it would be more than that. But
Yeah, sometimes it just
155
feels-
listens is the most for me.
But that's still a lot.
Can anyone beat that? Does anyone have more streams of a Taylor Swift song in the room?
I do.
Yeah?
So Taylor was my most streamed artist. Surprise, surprise. My first ever song that I listened to on Spotify was Sparks Fly.
How cute.
And I made my account in 2012. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if I made my account, went to Taylor Swift and felt like listening to the Speak Now album, but Sparks Fly is track 2. So for some reason I didn't start with track 1. Sorry, mine. But when it says like your all-time top songs, my entire playlist is all Taylor Swift, all across. There's a sprinkle of like a 1975 song in there, like Ed Sheeran it sneaked in there at some point, but the 99% of my all-time songs are Taylor Swift. My number one most listened to Taylor Swift song on this is Dear Reader.
Oh,
Yeah.
How many plays?
177.
That's a lot of plays.
I also kind of thought that it would be more though.
Right.
Like I feel like I've listened to that song more. I was like, what? I was kind of insulted. Honestly.
More justice for Dear Reader.
Yeah, but my top 3 really spanning here. It's Dear Reader, How Did It End, and Ready for It.
Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see. My top Taylor Swift songs would have been Cruel Summer, Fearless, and Maroon.
Okay.
Yeah, so a big range in genres there from Taylor. Lacey, what about you?
So my top 3, which I'm glad because then someone else sneaks in at number 4, but I listen to 3 songs on repeat as manifestation songs and like getting ready in the morning for a great day. So my number 1 next year is probably going to be left field for most people, but top 3 at number 3, Ready for It.
Nice.
333 listens.
Wow.
I know. I'm so much a bigger fan than y'all are.
You are.
Wow. That's impressive.
Maroon comes in at number 2.
Nice.
382.
382. Wow. That's impressive. I can't wait to hear what number 1 is and how many listens that has.
Any guesses? Nick, you saw it.
I did see it, but I can't remember what it was.
You said it was a manifestation?
No, not this round, but some other songs. If Nick was looking like, why is Cardi B Money number 4?
Oh, okay.
Because I listen to that song constantly.
Your most listened to Taylor Swift song? There's so many different options. I don't know.
Vigilante Shit.
Nice.
448.
Wow. Way to go, Lacey. That's
amazing.
Impressive.
That's beautiful, actually.
Way to go.
I was surprised.
I think
really
Taylor
good.
would be proud of that.
Taylor would be proud. Y'all want to hear something like really beautiful? Because Lacey just said that another artist snuck in at number 4. I counted how many songs it was until another artist snuck into my all-time top playlist. The first 13 songs are Taylor Swift. And then at number 14, somebody else snuck in.
Hey, that's
beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah.
How
And then it goes
poetic.
back to Taylor for the next 20.
And not snuck in because I am a huge Cardi fan, but then just because it's like, well, but why that song? That song's been out for a while.
That's funny.
But, yeah.
You guys, it's okay that we do listen to other artists
No.
from time to time. It is okay.
I know, but in the context of this
Yes.
podcast,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
And we do have a little bit more Taylor news. I'm hoping Nick
Let's hear it.
will do this one. Because big news, somebody said this perfectly. They said 2024 was Taylor Mania because the Eras Tour. 2026 is now Taylor's legacy year.
Ooh.
because she was named one of the best songwriters. She's in the Hall of Fame now. And
So
now
true.
this news with 1989, the whole album. What is the news, Nick?
So the entire album, 1989, was inducted into the Library of Congress's National Recording Registry.
Woohoo!
So this is where they take iconic pieces of work and they just kind of store it, quote unquote, store it away, and they say, for the United States, they say, like, this is a representation of the artistry in the country. And so she had a lot of other people who joined her as well. It's not like just one piece of work gets in there. So along with 1989, Beyonce's song Single Ladies was inducted as well.
Amazing.
Alongside Taylor Swift.
They had a couple other artists. Go-Go's debut album. Weezer had an album. Shaka Khan, Reba McEntire, Vince Gill, Doom. Here's what the Acton Librarian of Congress said about the 25 recordings. He called them audio treasures worthy of preservation for all time based on their cultural, historical, or aesthetic importance of the nation's recorded sound heritage.
Wow.
They said music and recorded sound are essential, wonderful parts of our daily lives and our national heritage. The National Recording Registry works to preserve our national playlist for generations to come.
That's incredible.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, it was her whole album
Pretty
that
great.
went in there because she has so many iconic hits. It's not just Shake It Off that's been in a ton of movies and all the kids know because they're in kids' movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's also Wildest Dreams. There's so much. I'm just so proud of her.
Is that something where, like, kind of like a Hall of Fame situation where a certain amount of time has to pass before something is inducted into the registry?
You know, I would imagine it does. And I'm sure there's a committee that
looks at
votes
all
on
of
these
the
things and says
yeah.
what's going to come in and stuff. It's not like a fan vote
Yeah.
or anything. I'm sure it's some sort of committee.
Yeah, because I would have
And,
voted for
yeah.
everything in there.
In which, what grandparents were on that committee and their grandkids were like, hey, grandma, you have to put 1989 in there.
1989.
Like, you have to.
That is the pop Bible.
Yes.
I do think I was thinking about it recently, just about Taylor's legacy and how you said she's being inducted into like Songwriters Hall of Fame and everything. It's amazing to see how she has reshaped not just the music industry, but I guess just also like in pop music. Like, I think that because of Taylor Swift, like before, and it's very, very common where pop artists have other people write the songs and they just perform them. Like, that's very, very normal. But I think Taylor Swift being a songwriter and the artist, like nowadays, a lot of the newer artists are also songwriters. You know, when you look at like the pop music, which I think is really, really cool. And then also, maybe just for me personally as a Taylor Swift fan, but I think because of the way that I consume Taylor Swift's albums, I've also just become such an album girly. Like when an artist puts out an album, I listen to it its entirety to decide if I like it or not. Or like, you know what I mean? Like I've just become more accustomed to that. Whereas we're in an age of just playlists where people can just add a song here and a song here and a song here, whatever. But I like to consume the entire album, and I definitely attribute that to Taylor Swift.
And just you saying that reminds me of another musician, a legend, Garth Brooks. So Garth Brooks reminds me a little bit of Taylor Swift in that for a long time, even I think still now, he doesn't allow his music to be on streaming because he doesn't want people to cherry pick songs.
Really?
He just wants you to listen to the album. The
Yeah.
album is the work of art.
Yeah.
The songs are kind of like chapters in the book, but he wants you to listen to just the album. And so I think you can just buy it physically.
That's pretty cool.
From him, yeah.
I respect that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that about does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. We've covered so much in Taylor Swift's week. I'm sure there'll be something else next week for us to chat about. But if you haven't already, subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this podcast. And join us next time when we break down Actually Romantic.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.